Okay, so here is the Blue Line collection by Mitchell&Ness. This just came out today on their website. Only available on the website so far, though I'd imagine these will be available everywhere pretty soon. Obviously, haven't seen any of these in person. It looks like they're kind of the Fanatics. If you want a comparison, they're probably along the lines of the Fanatics breakaway jerseys, which is like the Swingman line Fanatics makes for the NHL. Obviously, today Adidas does the Authentics. These are not authentic. These are not an authentic line. So they're probably not stitched. You're probably looking at heat applied, patches, logos, name and numbers, kind of like the Swingman line for Mitchell&Ness, the NBA. But they have an assortment of players. I think it's kind of cool. They went outside the box with a few of them. I'm a little, there's a few things here and there, but so this is basically the full run of what they have so far. So here we have a Rob Blake Los Angeles Kings finals jersey. So the price point's $200 US. Now people have complained about that. The price point for the breakaway jerseys for Fanatics are about $175, about $204 customized, and that doesn't count tax and shipping. So you're paying roughly around the same, unless you buy one in store, that you would for these. Again, the price point's just a bit, but you're paying for the name brand of Mitchell&Ness. So here's the RoboPen, Mario Lemieux. I was glad they made this one, though I do want the authentic in this. I do want the vintage version of this one in my collection. It's one of the few Lemieux Penguin jerseys I don't own, but I was happy to see Mitchell&Ness do it. And I would imagine they did it because the Penguins are doing a jersey based off this for their reverse retro. You'll see the name and the date and name tag. People have complained about the tag on the front, the jock tag, but I guess I've just gotten used to it with Reebok and Adidas, Fanatics, so it doesn't really bother me as much, but I can understand why it bothers people. A lot of these jerseys are probably smaller sizes too, so the jock tag is probably not going to look as crazy on a bigger size jersey. This is the one that bothers me a bit. This is Lady Liberty, Wayne Gretzky, and you'll note the blue. It's a lighter shade of blue than it should be, so the original Lady Liberty is more of a navy blue. It's not the classic Ranger blue. When that jersey first came out in the 90s, it was a navy blue. And this one looks like it's more of the regular blue, maybe even, reverse retro 2.0 blue that the Rangers are wearing. But the original that this is supposed to be, it's just the wrong shade. But I haven't seen it in person, so, you never know by stock photos sometimes. You see, some of the players they've done. They did a Joe Sakic Quebec Nordiques. They've done Brett Hall Blues. The one that I was a little confused about is why they did an Adam Fox Rangers from last year. You can still get an authentic Adidas. And if you order one from with stitched name and number, hand stitched, prime green, all that from Cool Hockey, you're paying just about a little over what the Mitchell&Ness one is. So I don't know, but I don't make the decisions. But there you see a selection of the jerseys. They also made a couple Winter Classic jerseys. As I'm going to show here, here's Ovechkin. Now, they did not put the Winter Classic logo on the shoulder. I would imagine it's because they couldn't get the rights to that logo, or I forget if Bridgestone's name is on that, if they couldn't get Bridgestone. They didn't want to have something with Bridgestone on it. All about licensing. January 1st, 2015, Alex Ovechkin, so that's a Winter Classic jersey that the Caps wore for that game. And then they made an Austin Matthews Maple Leafs, and I think they kind of picked some popular players and did their jerseys too. So they have some current players, Matthews being one of them, Ovi, of course, McKinnon, McDavid, Fox. I mean, they've done a few current guys. Another Winter Classic, January 1st, 2017. Again, no patch on the shoulder, unless one gets added later. I mean, you can always find the patches and add it yourself if you want. The one that I'm kind of intrigued with here, and there you see, I believe it's a rookie McDavid. There's the one next to it, which is, I believe, a rookie Nathan McKinnon, and that jersey is quote-unquote the blueberry jersey from the Avalanche and alternate that they wore years ago. That jersey, if you even find a replica Reebok, the seller always wants a crazy price, so I might have to grab that one. We'll see. Another Mario. And here I'm going to get into the patches a little bit. So these patches are not going to be, your regular stitched patches as you see. It looks like it's just a generic, heated on patch. And there you got the jock again. So the stitching, there will not be stitching on these patches. Mitchell&Ness actually made an authentic version of this jersey before they lost the licensing rights to the NHL some years ago, which is very hard to find anymore, but they did it with the authentic patching and all. Very nice. You see a collection of the players, Gordie Howe, Patrick Waugh. They went pretty crazy with the Rangers, the 94 Rangers. A lot of those jerseys. Then they did some of the old standbys, Bobby Orr, Gretzky, players like that, Bobby Clark, Joe Sakic, Nordiques, which is pretty cool. A couple old school Kings, Dion. They did some finals jerseys. They did a Crosby finals jersey, Bergeron Bruins. You see that Adam Fox there on your top right. I don't know. Yeah. So that is pretty much the rundown of the Blue Line collection by Mitchell&Ness based off their website. I had to use the screen at work because it was a bigger screen than anything I had at home, so to show the jerseys. But yeah, so hope you all enjoyed.